Hi, how are you today? As we have a Friday again, and I wear my fabulous jumper, which I've worn this week for Christmas, and I'm sure you've got a busy week ahead preparing for Christmas. So today I want to talk about calm because it's a frenetic time of year. This time of year, everyone is trying to get their deadlines done for Christmas, stuffing into other people's inboxes to clear it out of theirs, plus deadlines, plus reviewing the year, never mind Christmas parties, never mind all the stuff at home with school plays and presents and cards and all that stuff. So it's a very, very busy time. So I just want to give you a few tips to create that sense of calm. So the first one, which may be obvious, but we don't often think about it, is your breathing, because our breathing sets us up. So, while I mean by breathing, obviously we breathe all the time, but consciously do that deep breathing so that actually you're doing the diaphragmatic breathing and your abdomen is moving up and down so that actually it can create that sense of calm. And what I encourage you to do is what I call 4-5-6 breathing, because it's easy to remember, but you can change it. So breathe in for 4, hold for 5 seconds, and breathe out for 6 seconds. And if you can do 8, that's even better. And it has a physiological impact on our body, because what it does is that it gets rid of all the carbon dioxide that creates a bit of acid in our body, that creates the fear, fight, and flight. So our cortisol drops, and therefore we feel calmer. So that's number one thing. It's also stepping outside. Now today it's a pretty horrible rainy day today, but just being outside in a few minutes in fresh air. I know there's lots of research that says we should have 20 minutes outside in a day, which is easy in the summer because we're sitting outside or we're walking or whatever. And if you've got a dog, that's also great. But if you haven't got a dog, or you haven't got a reason to walk to the bus stop or the train or the station or whatever, sometimes we have to make that actual effort to do it. And it just makes us feel in fresh air. It's all can use it as part of mindfulness as well, where we notice the trees, we notice the wind feeling on our face, we notice the temperature, we look for something we've not seen before. We might do the same route around the block, but you might find, look at the moment you can look at the Christmas trees in people's houses, but something that just takes your mind out of your head, and that can also be really calming. I'm a bit bonkers. I totally agree, because I think you've probably mentioned me before. I go cold water swimming every morning for 3 minutes. That, ironically, although it gives me a real sense of calm, because as I swim up and down, I consciously, calmly swim, and also I'm thinking of all the things I'm grateful for as I do it, just for 3 minutes. Just that gratitude can really sense that sense of calm. It's also about establishing a routine. What can you do to bring those moments of calm in your day? Now, I've got an Apple Watch. I'm sure there's lots of other watches available, and it has set reminders for me to stand up, and one every hour. And if you're on a laptop, and you can spend hours just sitting there not moving, so it reminds me to step up, do my breathing, and creates that sense of calm every hour. And it's limiting that overload. So what can you do to reduce your stress? Now, we've all got lots on, as I say. So what can you do? And it's simple things like, on your laptop, how many tabs have you got open? Because that can make us feel overwhelmed. What does your desk look like? Does it look cluttered, or does it look clear? Decluttering is a really good thing. And what do you need to do to unplug? So turning your phone off, and I know we say this all the time, turn your phone off like an hour before you go to sleep, charge it outside the bedroom. And that's one thing, I'm not always good at, I'm honest. So it's just having that calmness to set yourself up for a good night's sleep, having that sense of routine before you go to bed. because then you'll sleep really well, which automatically creates a greater sense of calm the next morning. And what can you do to create that routine in the morning? I know many of you will be going to school, with taking your kids to school. The morning can be really frenetic. But even before you get out of bed, what I do every morning before I get out of bed, I just lie there really quietly with a bit of gratitude, thinking, oh, I'm so grateful for this pillow. I'm so grateful for this duvet. I'm so grateful for this comfortable bed. I'm so grateful that my husband's next to me. Lots of little things, literally just a minute or so. And it just creates that calmness as well, and also focusing on others as well. So those are my main tips. So in summary, it's all about breathing, clearing your clutter, setting your boundaries, having a routine, getting outside, and loads of other tips, and just create that moment of calmness, because it's incredible how you can just have that moment of calmness, and it helps our whole body. It helps us to focus. So I encourage you today, every hour, and you might set notifications on your phone, just step up from your laptop, step away from your laptop, do some breathing, and that will help you calm down to go back. And have a lovely weekend, and I'll see you on Monday. Take care. Bye. And if you want to know more, then let's have a conversation. Bye.